Contrary to popular opinion in Nigeria that, oh, when you travel abroad, people like, oh, that guy don't blow. No, he never blow. He dey suffer. He dey struggle. He dey struggle for this country. Yes. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, I'm talking about the things no one tells you about living in the UK, like the realities of living in this country. I've been living in this country for 5 months now, and the experience has been a handful. So before we go on, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you. All right, let's get into it. So the first thing no one tells you about living in the UK is that homesickness is real. Like, homesickness is a thing, you guys. Like, you arrive this country for the first few weeks, you might feel homesick and it might hit you a lot, and that's just because everything is different. Like, everything you know is now different. Especially for me, like, this was my first time leaving my country ever. So if it's also your first time leaving Nigeria to any country, I'm sure this is something that cuts across different areas as long as you're living abroad. Homesickness is an actual thing. When I first arrived here, I would, stay in my room and be looking at the ceiling and just be like, God, I miss my family. I miss everything that I'm used to. Everything was different. Everything was confusing. There were days I would cry. Yes, I actually cried. There were days I would cry because the difference was so much. And I don't know, I was just feeling like, words cannot describe. But yeah, homesickness is a thing. The second thing no one tells you about living in the UK is the fact that living here does not mean you've blown. Living here does not mean you have made it in life. Contrary to popular opinion in Nigeria that, oh, when you travel abroad, people like, oh, that guy don't blow. No, he never blow. He dey suffer. He dey struggle. He dey struggle for this country. Yes. So you know how pounds is a lot of money in Naira. Here, pounds is pounds. Do you understand? It's not a lot. Like, living here is expensive, and pounds is not a lot of money when you're spending it in the UK. Is if you're spending in Nigeria that you're like, oh yeah, that's a lot of money. My friend, when he told me he was earning like 750,000 naira, that's when I was in Nigeria, I was like, oh my God, you're earning all that money in a month. And then now that I'm here, 750,000 naira in pounds is like roughly maybe 1,250 pounds, and that is not a lot of money, because first of all, rent is going to split that money into half, and then you've got taxes, because taxes here are a big deal. When you pay tax on everything, you'll be left with little money to spend. So yeah, living here does not mean you've blown. People actually suffer. Some people are suffering in this country, so just know know this. Also, making friends here might be hard at first. Like, it might be difficult for you to find the people that you actually vibe with or people you can hang with. And the reason is because you're coming from a very different cultural background. When you come here, you'll meet lots of people with different perspectives on life, different cultural beliefs, different things, different religious beliefs. And so finding the people that, actually align with your views on life might be a little difficult at first, but after a while you might just find the clique that you vibe with. So don't put pressure on yourself if you're unable to make friends, if you're unable to stick to a clique or a gang or anything. No gang, stick to a clique or a group of friends. Like, if you find it difficult making friends at first, that's perfectly normal. It's just because you're trying to find where you can fit. Okay, another thing about living in the UK that no one talks about is the fact that everything might be difficult at first. Like, the basic things you do might be difficult. Basic things like going to the market, buying stuff might be really difficult because you're not used to what is obtainable here. When I first went to market here, that is the UK's cheap store, which is Asda, you guys, I spent like 2 hours going around the aisles because I was looking for something and I could not find it. Like, I would ask them, I would have to go back, meet one of the staff, they'll have to come and show me, I'll have to go back again, meet them, they'll have to come and show, because it was like a lot. I did not know where things were placed and all of that. So simple things like that might be very difficult. Also, something as simple as walking on the street, navigating the streets, will be very difficult because it's a new environment. Sometimes Google Maps can be wrong and you end up going in circles and you be like, oh my God, I'm lost. So yes, basic things, simple things might be difficult at first. Flu. Another thing about living in the UK that you should know is that the flu in this country is different from the flu in Nigeria. What do I mean by flu? Oyi, cold, cold, like cold, catarrh, fever. It is different. What we have in Nigeria is a joke. And I say this with all seriousness. It is a joke. In Nigeria, what we deal with is really malaria. It's not even cold. Cold is not something you go to the hospital and be like, oh, I'm sick. In this country, when you have flu, it is a valid and a strong sickness. You need to treat it. Do you get? It is so serious that they have what they call flu jabs. So they have vaccinations people take against flu to tell you how serious it is. So if you're coming to the UK for the first time, please ensure you get your flu jab. It's going to help you stay healthy. I feel like I'm being deceitful. I've not gotten mine, and it's just because I have a mad phobia of syringes, mad phobia of injections, so I'll do everything to avoid it.
Apostle, we hear of this.
But please get it if you're coming here. And the first time the flu hits me, like the first time I had cold, catarrh, and cough and fever, my body could tell that this is different. It hits differently. Like, I was so weak, I was so tired. I was like, what is this? Not ordinary cold. It's not ordinary, oh. It's not ordinary cold. The cold, yeah, or the ego, please. take your health seriously here. Because if the flu hits you, you're gonna testify to the goodness of God.
Jesus.
So yeah, if you want to watch television in the UK, you need a license. Yes. You know how if you want to drive on the streets, you need a driving license to give you permission to drive? The same way, if you want to watch television, you need a license. So all the free TV you are watching in Nigeria or all the free television you're watching wherever you are, if you come to the UK, you're gonna have to pay to watch television. And you would think television just means, okay, watching it on an actual television. No! If you're gonna watch BBC, if you're gonna stream BBC online, you need a permit. The permit is what's going to give you access to watch TV. It's not like if you go online and watch it, you can watch it without the permit though, but it is punishable by law. If you don't have the permits, you're gonna get fined big time. So just ensure you have it if you want to watch television in this country. Another thing no one talks about living in the UK is the independent lifestyle that is practiced here. Everybody in this country minds their business. People in this country mind their business, and this is very different compared to where I'm coming from, which is Nigeria. In Nigeria, we have a communal lifestyle. You know everybody on your street, and everybody on your street knows you. Everybody knows who your father is and who your mother is. Like, we are that intertwined. In this country, I don't even know the people that live next door. I don't know any of my neighbors. Even my flatmates, I don't know them so well. Everybody focuses on their focus. So if you're coming here, just know that you're going to learn to live very independently. Like, you're going to learn to live on your own. And that is why even simple things like hanging out with friends becomes a very intentional thing. It is something you have to do intentionally. You have to put that effort into it and say, yes, I want to see my friend today. Because if not, life just gets in the way, and school and everything, and before you know it, you're always indoors, you're always minding your business, you're always doing things on your own. That's just because that's how they live here in the UK. Another thing no one tells you about living in the UK is how important it is to budget. It is very, very important to budget in this country. Like, it is a life-saving skill. It is a hack you need to learn. So if before coming here, you don't know how to set budgets or you don't keep to budget, you need to learn. You need to up your financial game, my dear. You need to up it. You need to have a budget for everything, because if you don't, next thing you know, £10 there, £5 here, and your account is reading in 0.0. Set a budget, a realistic budget, a budget that works for you, and just know how you allocate your money and spend your money. Now, the last two things I'm going to talk about, my Nigerian brothers and sisters are going to relate to it more. Another thing no one tells you about living in the UK is the fact that titles do not matter. Yes, they do not matter in this country. You know how in Nigeria, if someone is a doctor, you need to call them doctor so and so. You need to put that, you got to give the respect to the man. He earned it. Do you get? Or someone is Chief Ote Dollar. You have to call the chief. You don't remove the chief. All these things are important in Nigeria because titles are a big deal back home. But here, they are not. You can call your lecturer by their first name. You don't need to be like, Doctor this and this. No, just call the name, Carmen, and it's fine. Everybody balls. Everybody's cool with it. I found it very weird when I was in class to call my lecturers by their first name. But when I saw everybody doing it, I'm like, oh, well, I might as well just go with the flow. So yeah, titles don't really matter here. Titles are not a big deal. People are not defined by their titles. Hey, that's a shade on my country, but yeah. Last thing is that tea is not tea. Tea is not tea in this country. So you know how tea in Nigeria is Milo and Bonvita. In this country, tea is tea in a tea bag. You know tea bag, you know top tea, the one we call top tea in Nigeria. We know Lipton tea. Those are tea. The other things we are drinking, Milo and Bonvita, is actually called hot chocolate in this country. So if you say you want tea in this country, it's not Milo and Bonvita they will give you. They'll give you tea as in tea in a tea bag. If you want Milo and Bonvita, it has to be hot chocolate. So say hot chocolate. Yeah, that's what it's called. So when you come here, know that. Know that your tea is hot chocolate in this country. So yeah, you guys. Okay guys, we have come to the end of this video. If you learned anything new, please give this video a thumbs up. And please don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Alright, till next time guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for being a part of my journey here. And thank you for, just being awesome. Till next time guys.